Hi there, Pokemon people of the world. I'm PsycMitoad. In today's video, we're going to be looking at my Darkrai GX deck profile. It's not the best of Darkrai GX decks, but it's my deck. It's what I came up with, what I've got, you know, what cards I've got. So I made the deck based around the cards I have in my collection. So obviously, we're going to start off with Darkrai GX, and we're running a 3 of them. I would run 4 of them, but sadly I do not have 4. So we're making do with what we got. So yeah, the great thing about Darkrai GX is the ability. Say for example, if you discard a energy, darkness energy, and Darkrai GX, you can use restoration to bring that back in place. So for example, if you Ultra Ball it out, you can play it back in. So definitely useful there. So yeah, 3 Darkrai GX. So its attack is called Dark Cleave, and it's 130 damage, and it's not affected by resistance, so that's great. The only downfall to Darkrai GX, it's only 180 XP, so that's why I've got Bodybuilding Dumbbells, just, you know, just to boost it up to like 220. So yeah, 3 Darkrai GX. And we're using Inkay along with Malamar, so we're using 3 Inkay and 3 Malamar. So basically, you play your Inkay, attach an energy to it, you know, flip a coin, hopefully it lands on heads. That will then paralyze their active Pokemon, so it will put it to the side. And then you then have the chance to evolve it into Malamar, attach another energy to it. But you can only use your Psybeam at the moment, which is okay, because it will do 20 damage to the active Pokemon and their active Pokemon, and also confuse it, so you have a chance for them doing damage to themselves if they land on tails, which will be a 30 damage. If they haven't taken you out by this point, you can attach another energy to it, and then for 3 energy, which will be 1 darkness and 2 colorless, so you can do whatever you want here. I do not run a double colors energy, so you might want to do that if that's your kind of thing. So yeah, energy slots for 70 damage. You may move all energy from this Pokemon to one of your bench Pokemon. So for example, if you had a Darkrai in your bench, you can do energy slots for 70 damage, or if you can survive another round, do it again, energy slots for 70 damage, 140 damage. You know, take all the energy out of it, attach it to your Darkrai. Once you've done your energy slosh and added it to your Darkrai GX, you can add an energy to it. This is so you can retreat this, discard that energy, put that onto your bench, put Darkrai into play, and hopefully you got Bodybuilding Dumbbells, but that's okay. Or Choice Band if they're playing a GX, straight in there with your Dark Cleave for 130. But if your opponent's active Pokemon is affected by special condition, that Pokemon is knocked out. So if it's affected, definitely use your GX move, and then you've used your GX move, you've knocked out their Pokemon, GX or not GX, you've knocked it out. So yeah, and then you've still got your, you know, you've still got your attack to use your attack, boom. You have the chance of taking out up to 2 Pokemon, or, you know, you can end up having 3 prize cards in your hand, or even 4 prize cards. You know, if their Pokemon is affected, you know, if their weakness is darkness, then, you know, they've had it. Or if they're playing a fighting type Pokemon, they've had it, because this does double the damage on fighting type Pokemon. So 130 times 2, 260, that's practically taking out everything that's fighting type. So yeah, fighting type decks, practically an auto win. So yeah, that's that. Next we have 2 Rattata and 2 Raticate. I'm using both Sun and Moon base and Burning Shadows, you know, just to mix it up, you know, just to see what works well for me. The good thing about this is most of Alolan Rattata and Raticate have 3 uses. So the one from, what was it? The one from Sun and Moon base has a free energy for North for 20. And the one from Burning Shadow has a focus energy for free, which basically is very useful because you put in your free energy, they do a damage to you, hopefully they don't knock out your Rattata, and then your bite is worth 60. So with the Alolan Raticate from Sun and Moon base, you can, for a double colorless energy, you can search your deck for a number of cards up to the number of bench Pokemon and put them in your hand and then shuffle your deck. So you can look for trainer cards and whatnot. So that's a very good way to get you set up. And Raticate from Burning Shadows is quite useful because if you have a tool card attached to this Pokemon, you can then do 50 damage. So that'll be 60 damage. So you don't have to worry about hyper fans and you don't have to attach an energy to it. But the retreat cost is free, and I'll get into that later on how you can solve that if you're already stuck with your Raticate for your opening of the game. So we got 2 Cosmog, Cosmoem, and a Lunala normal and a GX. That's basically as a backup option. So if their weakness is psychic and you can manage to get this in play, definitely play Lunala GX just to switch it up a bit. And Stuffle. So moving on, we are gonna look at our trainers. So we're playing 3 Guzmas. Always great to get you out of sticky situations. To switch both of the players' Pokemon, you have pretty much good control. We're doing 2 Sophocles. Like an Ultra Ball, you do have to discard 2 cards, but this one you draw 4 cards for every 2 cards you discard. So for example, you can discard your Darkrai and hopefully you've got some energy, you know, in your discard pile, and then you're not wasting this because you can just take your Darkrai back with its energy attached to it. You know, you take your Darkrai and then from your discard pile get an energy attached to it. Then there's your 2 cards pack that you've discarded, and you've basically got more cards out on the field. So Sophocles to Olivia, because we're playing 4 GXs, Olivia takes out 2 GXs, so it will bring 2 GXs into play. And yeah, basically 2 times 2 is 4. That's all your GXs out. Easy, done. Professor Kukui boosts damage, gets another 2 cards into play. Always grateful if you're playing against Charizard or something like that when they have a lot of hit points. So yeah, how? Draw 3 cards again, getting the cards out. Get all them cards into play, doesn't matter. You know, Team Skull Grunt, great way for seeing what they're playing on their bench. In their hand, to see what they're playing in their hand, so you can go a step ahead of them. Yeah, they reveal their hand and you discard 2 energy if there's 2 energy in their hand. So great, it can like slow them down setting up, and it gives you knowledge of what they're playing. Hala, so if you used your GX move, say for example, we used our Darkrai GX move, we've knocked out someone. We can then draw 7 cards. So great way to set up, it's about setting up. So if not, it draws 4 cards, so it's definitely useful there anyway. So Lillie, so say for example, if you have no cards in your hand, you use this, you play it, you've drawn 8 cards. If not, you're drawing 6 cards, so always useful. I like getting them cards out. You know, obviously you don't want to run out of cards, you know, so that will mess you up. But yeah, moving on to items. We have 3 Bodybuilding Dumbbells. You know, Darkrai GX only has 180 hit points. I say only, but 180 is a lot, but it's never enough. You know, add a Bodybuilding Dumbbell onto it, 220 hit points. You know, very useful. Ultra Ball, great for getting cards into play. Like I said, if you've got an energy attached to your Darkrai, run an Ultra Ball, you get it out into your discard pile, your ability for restoration brings it back into play. And then you've chosen your Pokemon card as well. You've chosen another Pokemon to put into play. So if you need to evolve one of your Inkays, very useful. Potion, 2 potions. You know, if you take damage, you know, you can never say you're not going to take damage. You know, you've got enough there to heal 60 damage. Field Blower. If you playing a Bodybuilding Dumbbell onto your Darkrai and you realise that they're gonna play a GX, you can add your choice band into it. So we're playing a choice band. Yeah, Full Blow will take out the Bodybuilding Dumbbell. You attach your choice band to your Darkrai GX. It's doing 30 more damage to their GX out there. So yeah, Full Blower and choice band there. Weakness policy, you know, policy not very useful, but discarding cards from your Ultra Ball, you know, very useful. Crushing Hammer, just in case they're using, you know, double colorless energy or a special type energy. Enhanced Dammer it's out of there, goodbye, see you later. You know, it's setting them back a little bit there. Ultra of the Moon. Now I need to get into detail with this. If your hand is only Raticates and that's all you've got in play, Ultra of the Moon will take down retreat cost, so this will be only one retreat cost. Great. And obviously it's good because we're playing, you know, Lunala GX, and that retreat cost will be less, so you can defend that Pokemon there in sticky situations. Energy Retrieval, you know, if you want to play your style in a different way, if you want to take out, if you want to Ultra Ball cards out, take out your Darkrai, you've still got your energy in your discard pile. So Energy Retrieval, get your energy out, you know, if you're not got any in your hand. Useful in later stages of the game. Energy cards, we won 15 in total. It's a bit much, I know. You know, you may want to play less, all down to you. You know, if I had more Darkrai GXs, I would play way less than this. Sorry. So yeah, 10 Darkness Energy and 5 Psychic to set up Lunala GX. You can also use this as your colorless energy, so you know, 2 and 1 Psychic, very useful. And share this video if you enjoyed this video, because it helps out the channel a lot. And please let me know down below in the comment section what decks you running, and if you're running a Darkrai GX deck, tell me what you're running, or if there's any ways I can improve this deck. But I'm quite happy with this deck, so you know, I might only make a few slight adjustments to it. You know, you never know, we'll see. But yeah, just rambling on. I've been PsycMitoad. I'm out.